Welcome, welcome.
Hi,
Foolish
welcome everybody.
mortals.
Hope
Good to
everybody's
see
having a good week
everybody
so
in
far.
chat.
Yeah, already see Mandy Adams, Keith BDF again. Just a little bit removed from his 60th birthday bash.
What a trip. What a
There's
trip.
your. You might need to turn down your the volume on your phone there, Mom. But also, Mom was a guest on Keith BDF's stream this past Sunday.
I was indeed.
Doing a bit of a review from his trip. So check that out if you haven't already. Welcome in to Tina DCS, and Dean the Turkey Legster, who was on right before us. I had to be team replay for Dean. We were eating dinner during his stream, so I missed it, but I'm sure it went well. How's everything going, Mom?
It went really well. I appreciate you, Keith, for having me on, and I was very honored to be, to be able to guest on the show where you recapped your 60th birthday trip. That was really a lot of fun to hear everything that you did. So thanks for having me on. Appreciate that. Really enjoyed it. This past Saturday. If you want to check that out, guys, it was this past Sunday on BDF's channel.
Welcome in again, Kevin, Theme Park Adventure. Also, welcome in, Movie Mania and Nick. Thanks for being here.
Nice to see you. I'm hoping everybody's having a good week. We spent this past week in Galveston. If you had not tuned in for that, I did a live stream at the beach, just a really nice beach walk. If you want to check that out, it's just kind of a nice, relaxing beach walk one morning, kind of early, and that was a lot of fun. And I have some. I didn't do another live stream, but I do have some video to come on that. So kind of keep your eye out for some vlogs on that trip. Really enjoyed it. And then we hopped over to Louisiana, to Baton Rouge, Port Allen, actually, to visit with our granddaughter. So we've been on the go a lot, and of course we love to do that. So it's just a privilege to get to, after so long we weren't able to move around and travel. It's and people are out. Boy, oh boy, people are out traveling. So we enjoyed that. Check out that live stream, and some content to come. Some good content to come from.
Yes, indeed. I did get a trim, Tina, and yeah, the beach live stream. Just hearing the sound of the waves and everything, and ocean. Yeah, that was nice. Ran into a little bit of lag on that stream, but the sounds and sights and sounds were excellent.
Yeah, it was nice and clear most of the time. There were some there. And we noticed, Jeff and I noticed there's a tower immediately across from that resort, and they were working on it.
Okay.
That could have had something to do. Yeah, could definitely have had something to do with that lag in that. It wasn't too bad though. Wasn't too bad. There's a really cool sandcastle too out in front of one of the
that was neat.
houses.
So that's what you were showing, like right whenever I joined the stream. I think it's like, man, that's a really nice sandcastle.
Yeah, it was. It was big. It was a big one, and out in front of one of the homes there on the beach. Really cool to see that. And Jeff and I had not seen that, so that had been built in between, the morning before when we did our beach walk, and that next morning when I did that live stream. So that was pretty cool. Good to see everybody. And what did you miss in the last 9 minutes? Well, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot, Keith. Great beach stream. Thanks, Dean. Yeah, it was a really cool castle. It really was. Do we want to jump? Let's go ahead and jump in. We've got some good stuff to cover tonight, guys. With the 4th of July coming up, thought we'd talk about something that I have that I love to talk about. I love Mickey Americana. I love the history, of Walt Disney and the fact that he was such a patriot and loved our country. So we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. We're going to talk about the different ways in Walt's life that his love for America manifested itself, and got some good stuff. Got a nice slideshow, and we're gonna cover, some of that. If and the guys in the chat, if y'all think of, and there are tons of stuff. There's a lot of stuff, but by all means, add to the chat, and let us know, what your thoughts are on this, because we thought it'd be a fun thing to do for 4th of July coming up on Monday. So
yeah, very excited. Y'all have any plans for the fourth mom?
We not specifically. Now, Jeff, my husband, is going to Tennessee likely and visit with family and kind of make a circle there, but he should be back by the 4th. And so, we haven't really discussed. We probably, just throw something on the Blackstone or, and, just cook and kind of have a relaxing day. Might binge watch Obi-Wan Kenobi again. Might be kind of fun. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's I love Independence Day and the 4th of July. I always have. And when I was a little girl, mother always made it real special. She cooked, and we had always had something good to eat. And a lot of times we'd run up and visit family and take some food to my grandfather. And so it was always a good day. It was a lot of fun. Let me go ahead and do Disney news. Let's
go ahead and get
Disney
into it.
history. This day in Disney history, 1955. Walt Disney writes a letter from the Disney Studios to his employees and others who assisted in the creation of his new Anaheim park, Disneyland. He wishes to invite them all to attend the grand debut on July 17th. Walt is concerned that there won't be enough people scattered throughout the park for the television cameras. And this was the note that he sent to everybody. As we come down the home stretch in the building of Disneyland, I know you were happy as I am with the way in which this dream of ours is coming to full life. Your contribution to the construction, the development, and the details of the park has made it possible for us to foresee that we will open Disneyland virtually completed. The few days remaining before our television preview on Sunday, July 17th, will be all important to us, but I know that we can count on you and every one of your fellow employees to do your utmost to meet our schedule. I'd like to cordially invite you and your family to participate with us in the thrill of the Disneyland premiere. Within the next few days, we will have your preview tickets available. They will be distributed to you at Disneyland, and will assure you and your family of a wonderful afternoon as our guests on all the rides and amusements in Disneyland. I am sure your family will be as proud of your effort as all of us are. Sincerely, Walt Disney.
Neat.
So, yeah.
Welcome in, Chris. Dad Fields. Great to see you.
It was pretty cute. We're getting really close to, to the anniversary of the opening of Disneyland. 1987, Snow White is bestowed the 1,850th star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I thought that.
Man, I wonder how many stars that makes me wonder how many stars there are on the Walk of Fame.
It does. It really.
Snow White 87 was 1,850.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
So I don't know how that'd be something. That'd be a good thing to look up to see how many stars there are at this point. Special guests attending included animators Ward Kimball, Mark Davis, and Art Babbitt, as well as Adriana Caselotti, who was, of course, the original voice of Snow White. Held directly across from Mann's Chinese Theater, the honor coincides with Snow White's 50th anniversary, and this makes her the third animated character to receive a star. Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck also have a star at this point. So that's cool. I had no idea.
It's been recent that Minnie got one. That was we're just a few years removed from that.
That's true.
There are more than 2,700 stars on the Walk of Fame per the Hollywood Walk of Fame website.
Okay. Okay. So
Q&A.
pretty cool. I had no idea that there were that many.
Wow.
I think it would be really fascinating just to walk those, sometime just to see all of them and take pictures, of your favorites. It would be a lot of fun to do. We saw some of them while we were there in 2019, but of course didn't walk the whole thing.
Yeah.
1988, the opening of Disney's Grand Floridian Beach Resort ushers in an era of accelerated hotel building at Walt Disney World, during which 10 new resort hotels have been added to date. The Grand Floridian, located at 4401 Floridian Way, is the third Magic Kingdom monorail resort located on the beaches of the Seven Seas Lagoon between the Poly and Magic Kingdom. The luxurious hotel, the crown jewel of the Walt Disney World resorts, is themed to be reminiscent of turn-of-the-century Victorian Florida. Also opening at the hotel is Flagler's Restaurant, 1900 Park Fair Restaurant, M. Mouse Mercantile Shop, Narcoossee's, Victoria and Albert's, and the Grand Floridian Cafe Restaurant. There are a lot of places to eat at the Grand Flo. And an opening dedication ceremony takes place with celebrities Burt Reynolds and Lonnie Anderson cutting the ribbon, along with Michael Eisner and Frank Wells. Pretty cool. In 1997, the hotel's name will be changed to the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa when a top-of-the-line facility, spa, and health clubs added. So that's pretty cool, the opening of the Grand Floridian. Happened today. We've never tried Narcoossee's. We need to, and Jeff and I actually had reservations for Victoria and Albert's one year, and they put us on a waiting list, and they called us and said they had a reservation for us, but it was the day we were leaving. So we'd love to do that at some point. Really enjoy going to Victoria and Albert's. 2003, and the last one that I put on the list was the world premiere of the Pirates of the Caribbean. The world premiere of the Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, takes place at Disneyland. Produced by Walt Disney Pictures and Jerry Bruckheimer, the film is based on Walt Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean attraction. The story follows pirate Jack Sparrow, of course played by Johnny Depp, and blacksmith Will Turner, Orlando Bloom, as they rescue the kidnapped Elizabeth Swann, played by Keira Knightley, from the cursed crew of the Black Pearl, captained by Hector Barbosa, played brilliantly by Jeffrey Rush, who undead skeletons at night. And the film opened officially in theaters on July 9th. So that was kind of
give me a good excuse. Let me go grab my Pirates pen real quick.
Okay, there you go. So that was a pretty cool, and I think, cool. Pieces of 8. I should have grabbed my pens too, because I can't remember if it was The Curse of the Black Pearl or if it's one of the other ones that I bought, like a commemorative opening, pin for. I can't remember. I think it might have been Curse of the Black Pearl. I'll have to dig that out. And I always say, for some reason, Tina, when I'm referring to Pirates of the Caribbean, I usually say Caribbean. So other times, if I'm just talking about
so you're going to take a cruise to the Caribbean.
Caribbean, right? I don't know.
But I always say Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right. It's just a thing.
Funny.
I don't know why. But that is what I had on, and some pretty cool stuff there.
Love the Pirates movies. Just absolutely love the Pirates movies. Oh yeah, speaking of Pirates, the Pirates Adventure things that you could do there in the Magic Kingdom, little scavenger hunt, interactive scavenger hunt style thing.
That's neat. I might try to do that when I go back. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Let me. For some reason, Yeah. Michelle the Quilter, welcome
Ah,
in.
welcome
She
in.
said she pronounces them. It's kind of a thing. Most people that you hear say Pirates of the Caribbean pronounce it that way. Pirates of the Caribbean, with the accent on the
Hmm.
B in Caribbean. Yeah.
Welcome in, Brian, to West Coast
It's
Adventure as well. West
it's
Coast Disney Adventure as well. Thanks for
yeah,
being here.
it's interesting. Yeah. Uh, Yeah, Keith, I think that the modular rooms, the contemporary, I think, was also built like that.
Mm.
Modular rooms. It was one of the first times that they had ever built a hotel like that. They do that a lot now, especially for like cruise ships and things of that nature. But
Yeah.
now Tina says the Poly.
Mm.
I didn't realize that the Poly was also built that way. Um,
Goodness gracious.
let's
Got a
see.
troublemaker trying to steal the show. Oh, come here,
Oh, and there, yep.
big baby.
Well, Miko is making is this? Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
Miko is making. Is this his debut? Have you guys ever seen
No, he's
Miko?
been on before, so
Uh,
he walked across the background during one of our was it Kenobi Craze or Book of Boba Fett streams.
yeah.
And then he's been on one or two other times. But yeah, say hi to everybody on YouTube,
Hello,
Miko.
Miko. Hello, Miko.
He's a big whiny baby, is what he is.
Oh my goodness, he's beautiful.
He's very
Oh,
vocal.
yeah. Charles is too. Charles has been on several times. He's made an appearance. He actually made an appearance in a video that I did. It sat in the background. I didn't even know he was there until I watched the video. So yeah, that's Miko. That's Miko. Oh hey, welcome in. Chris, it's good to see you. Dad Bills, good to see you. Yeah. Oh,
Welcome in,
he's
Adventures by
beautiful,
D.
Michelle. Yeah, he is really beautiful. Hey, Adventures Buddy. He's a gorgeous kitty. He's a black, just a beautiful big black kitty cat.
Yeah.
Um,
So ever since he's gotten big, see, he was just a little fellow when we got him. Jillian had
Rachel Castro, welcome in.
gotten him. Yeah, welcome in, Rachel. Welcome in, Downscale. Thanks for being here. So he was just a little fellow when we got him, but he's grown into a pretty big boy.
Yeah, I wouldn't chance it downscale.
He, we thought about it after the fact. We're like, man, we really wish we missed out. We could have named him Bagheera. Because he just the way that he moves, is very panther-like, and he's all black except for the little tuft of white on his chest. So
yeah, he would have made a good Banks too.
So he likes to
Banks.
eat, and so y'all had a cat there for a while named Binks, or Adam did before ended up with a neighbor. But anyway, sometimes we call Miko Baggy, just because he eats a whole lot, and his little tummy's getting pretty big, and so we'll call him Baggy every now and then.
That's
so
funny.
I guess
So he qualifies as a bag hero sometimes. Oh my goodness. Downscale, good to see you as always. Let's go ahead, William, and get started with our talking about.
Let me get my screen
Walt
shared.
Disney. Walt Disney, absolutely, guys, was a patriot. He loved America. We're going to talk tonight about how that manifests itself in the parks, for just points in his life where that really came out, and also have several quotes to share that he different. Was that on your end or mine? Which animal was it?
It was Chloe.
Oh, it was Chloe. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't think my Libby was anywhere close, but let's see. Tina, we used to have a kitty with a white patch on her chest when I was a kid. Aw, Bibby, how sweet. Yeah, we love kitties. We're just pretty much not Keith. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Sleep well. Appreciate it. We like dogs and cats, y'all. We like both. So, we Walt Disney guys, and of course, y'all, from the makeup of the parks, it's pretty easy to see how much Walt Disney loved our country. With Independence Day coming up, we thought we'd talk a little bit about this and just kind of discuss the different ways that we know from history, and things that he said and things that he did. That Walt Disney was just a patriot. He really appreciated, living in this country and having the wonderful opportunities afforded by living in the land of the free. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Michelle the Quilter, again, it's good to see you, and appreciate everybody for being here. We're gonna start now. Walt Disney grew up in Marceline, Missouri. Most of you guys know that it's a small town, and Main Street, USA, was actually modeled after Marceline. And you can go to Marceline, to this day and tour. Lots of fantastic, things that they have on display there, and just to know they have a barn there. It's just things that echo what Walt did later on in the park, such as Main Street USA. He modeled Main Street USA in Disneyland, and then of course in Walt Disney World after Marceline and the Main Street in Marceline. So that's really the first thing that we see that really reflected Walt's childhood. He pulled so much from his experiences and from his travels, and he really incorporated all of the things that he loved into the parks. So, and Main Street is just kind of the first thing that came to my mind as to this piece of Americana that he inserted into Disneyland, and modeled it after his hometown. Mm-hmm. Now, as he got, he went into, I believe he moved to LA in 1921. I think that's right. In order to join Roy, and they had the cartoon studio. He did some animations. Mickey Mouse was born, and so he really just kind of the with his animation company and Laugh-O-Grams, his company just kind of evolved over time. And then in as he just kind of, I guess, developed and progressed, as a business person, his life took several turns. He had ups, he had downs, and you can find lots of wonderful quotes by Walt Disney. I picked out some tonight that are some of the patriotic ones. Main Street USA and Disneyland was actually Fort Collins, Colorado. The Imagineer who designed it did it off his own hometown, but it was also, Brian. It was, I've heard Fort Collins. I've heard Fort Collins before, and kind of the design of it, but clearly not Norm's. Oh, hey, Jonathan, welcome in. But yeah, it was Marceline. Marceline is pretty. It was a reach back to his childhood, basically, is what it was. And of course there were designers who helped with that. But he pulled a lot from Marceline and his experiences in Marceline. The barn is there in Marceline that he modeled his barn out after. But thanks for popping that in there. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals, the dreams, and the hard facts that have created America, with hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world. So we're going to talk about some of his quotes and just kind of what he thought about our country, what he thought about so many things. He was such a public figure that there are a lot of quotes. Some of them have been credited to him that he didn't actually say, but most of us kind of have picked those out by now. So and go to the next slide there.
I did.
Yeah, okay, you did. Sorry. I've been selfishly indulging myself as an American, as a United States citizen, enjoying all privileges that one has as a citizen. And it's only times like this that you sort of wake up to what it really means to be a citizen. So, as an entrepreneur and somebody, hey, Jillian Travels, welcome in.
Yeah, welcome in.
As an entrepreneur and somebody, a businessman, he really appreciated being able to pursue his dreams and being able to, to work hard and to make Disneyland a reality. Before that, Laugh-O-Grams and his, the cartoon, company that it really just kind of all evolved throughout Walt Disney's life. And so, I think because of his success and because of, with hard work and, Roy's help, he was able to realize so many amazing things. And he appreciated this country because he was able to do that here. So I go to the next one there, William. Disneyland would be a world of Americans, past and present, seen through the eyes of my imagination, a place of warmth and nostalgia, of illusion and color and delight. So, he was an adventurer. Walt Disney absolutely adored travel. But he, it's reflected in the park. So we're going to get to that in just a few minutes. He really appreciated Americans who came before him and, what they contributed to this land. And, and again, he says here, seen through the eyes of my imagination, a place of warmth and nostalgia, of illusion and color and delight. And so Walt Disney, was such a visionary, and he wanted Disneyland to be a place where people could learn about the past, where they could enjoy the present, and also to dream about the future and what the future might bring. Walt Disney's vision to me just was really a full, just kind of a complete view. He just enjoyed every aspect of life in general, past, present, and future. And that's reflected a lot, in his work.
Oh, yeah. Take a look. Take a look at how, the Magic Kingdom, and the other parks are broken up. You've got Tomorrowland that's future looking. You've got Main Street USA, which, kind of captures the spirit of America there. And then you've also got Liberty Square. You've got New Orleans Square. You've got, Frontierland as well,
right.
That frontier spirit. And so, it's undeniable. You think about the great, we didn't do that. We weren't able to do it whenever we visited Disneyland, back in 2017. But the great moments with Mr. Lincoln there at Disneyland, and so many other attractions. It just, I mean, it's evident. There's no question about that.
Yeah, it's very evident. Go ahead. Oh, hey, Amy, welcome in.
Welcome in, Amy. Hey, Stacey Rogers, welcome in. Good to see you too.
Hey, Stacy. Hey. Now this is a fun one. I had read this one before, but this is kind of fun. In my view, wholesome pleasure, sport, and recreation are as vital to this nation as productive work and should have a large share of the national budget. I thought that was kind of a good one.
That's
so
good one.
Basically, all work and no play, right? But Walt Disney, he obviously, was Disney is based more on the whole company on our recreational, our time off and time off with family and what have you. I thought that was kind of funny. In my view, wholesome pleasure, sport, and recreation are as vital to this nation as productive work and should have a large share in the national budget. And I'll have to say, it's important to work. We all work hard, and we all,
It's a good point, Tina.
National parks. That's true. That's one way, definitely. It's and I kind of lost my train of thought there. But it is important that we work hard, but we also play hard. That you have those times off to rest, relax. That's why we go to the parks, is because we're able to step kind of out of reality for a while and into this wonderful world that Walt has created for us. Walt Disney also said, I believe that the spiritual and intellectual freedom which we Americans enjoy is our greatest cultural blessing. Therefore, it seems to me that the first duty of culture is to defend freedom and resist all tyranny. So he had a very keen sense of what we have in this country. We have, we're guaranteed, the pursuit of happiness by the Constitution. We have an economy and, a system that allows us to pursue our dreams, to make our dreams come true, to work hard and, to pursue, the things that our hearts desire. Which is one of the main themes of Disney, is to pursue your dreams and make your dreams come true. So so that's a cool one. Let's see.
It's very true. I mean, just simply being born in this country, at all. That alone gives you opportunity.
It does.
It's up to you to determine what you're going to do with the opportunity you've been given. I mean, people all have different starting points. Come from different families, different home lives, and things like that. But at the end of the day, you have opportunity. If you got a dream, if you have an idea, go chase it.
This is the place to do it.
Yeah.
This is the place to do it.
I know some pretty remarkable people that just had an idea one day and stayed after it, and they had the sleepless nights and worried about the risks and things like that. But especially if it's a business idea, if you if you want it bad enough and you're willing to put in the sweat equity, and it's something that there's a need for, some sort of need that you're solving, you've got opportunity, and you got a good shot at success. Granted, there's, all sorts of businesses that don't, that don't pan out. But yeah, if you stay after it, it's a good idea, and you're solving some sort of solution for people.
Right.
You got a real good shot. Is it going to take rolling up your sleeves and potentially some
Sure.
help from investors and things like that to get off the ground? Yeah, exactly, Tina. Your happiness isn't guaranteed. Your right to pursue it is. Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
So
And we certainly have that. And, there's always help, I mean,
yeah,
it's true. We're not all born,
yeah. I mean,
into,
Walt himself, he had a lot of ideas, but you got to have people. I mean,
yeah,
granted, the company grew over time, but you got to have people to help make those dreams a
right,
reality.
right.
All those iconic Imagineers and
Oh, yeah.
all these things that he had visualized. You had to have people around him
You did.
to help turn his
Make it
visions
come true.
into reality.
That's exactly right.
Exactly.
Bob Gurr, has often said, so many times Walt would come in, with this idea,
Yeah.
everything Disneyland guys came right out of Walt's head.
Yeah.
And there had to be somebody to turn that into reality.
Yeah.
There had to be the Bob Gurrs and, Walt's 9 old men.
Yeah.
Bob Gurr has said, and just laughs to this day, that Walt would come in and say, "I've got this idea. Can you make this happen?
Man,
Can
I
you
tell
do
you
this?"
what, that would make my stomach turn every single time. It's like, oh no, what's he about to throw out there? And it's funny too because there were certain things that well, we cannot have. I mean, granted, it's funny because we have the Kilimanjaro Safari today, but it's like Walt, we can't do a real life jungle cruise with real life animals. And so I mean, granted, we got the
Right.
animatronics now, but
Yeah.
I think I think Walt would be incredibly pleased with
Oh,
the
I do too.
Kilimanjaro Safari. Because I
I
mean,
do too.
it's just
Oh,
spectacular.
yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
The Kilimanjaro Safari is you're right, is what
yeah,
he wanted the Jungle Cruise to be, kind of
yeah,
sort of, because it has real animals. I mean,
uh-huh,
later on down the road, they actually, built that safari, and Walt,
yeah,
had traveled to Africa and, been on safaris. I think he'd love it. I think he would just absolutely love it. I do.
yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I do. Yeah.
The next quote is actually, if you could see close in my eyes, the American flag is waving in both of them, and up my spine is glowing this red, white, and blue stripe. Walt Disney.
That's pretty. That's pretty patriotic.
Yeah, safe to say.
Yeah, guys, he appreciated this country. He loved this country, and
Yeah.
Walt was he was an adventurer.
Oh yeah.
He and Lillian loved to travel, and did a lot of it. After the company took off, and they had the money to travel. They traveled a lot in foreign countries. Really enjoyed it. Loved, had a great spirit of adventure, but his love was here. His home
Mhm.
was here, and he as much as he loved seeing other countries and appreciated other cultures, he realized that only in America could he have made his dreams come true.
Yeah.
With the company. So, um, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I was going to mention, anybody that's ever traveled, you'd mentioned his home was here. Anybody that's ever traveled internationally and had to come back through customs, if you have a good customs agent, they say, welcome home, Mr. Bone. And it's just,
yeah. Oh,
it's, yeah,
absolutely,
it's,
absolutely.
it's a really neat, experience.
Yeah.
So
And I agree 100%. We've traveled outside the country before, and love to travel outside the country, but there's nothing like that touchdown, those
uh-huh.
wheels down, in the good old U.S. of A., and you hand them that passport that says United States of America
Yeah.
across the front, and they welcome you home. It's
Mhm.
and I love this one. I love this this quote: "Laughter is America's most important export." And I understand this quote
Uh-huh.
because I have traveled outside, and in places where people, are more serious. Their society is more serious, and so I totally get this quote. We enjoy we enjoy laughing. My goodness, laughter has gotten me through some of the toughest times of my life.
Yeah.
It really has. You got to keep a sense of humor, guys. Oh, hey, welcome. So good to see you, Mark and Irene.
Yeah.
We were just talking about A Wonderful World of Walter. Guys, go over there and check out their video on Marceline, Missouri,
Mhm.
Walt's hometown. Fantastic video on their channel that they did, visited and covered. Did a great job covering hit the highlights of Marceline in one day. That's one of my favorite videos up on your channel. Check out Wonderful World of Walter. Goes right along with what we're talking about tonight.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, laughter is definitely.
The next quote is, "I get red, white, and blue at times." Walt Disney.
I do too. I can relate to this one too. I definitely can relate to that one. In America, we're guaranteed these freedoms. It's the constitutional privilege of every American to become cultured or to grow up like Donald Duck. Oh my goodness. I love, we all love Walt Disney for his vision, for all of the inspiration that he's given us, what he has created, what he has created for us. It is just really amazing, and we love William, not only the parks and the magic of it all, but we also enjoy the business side of it. We enjoy reading the background books, and be our guest, and so many of the great background that give you background information. So it's pretty cool. These were some of my some of the favorite quotes that I found from Walt Disney having to do with patriotism. Now some of these pictures are not the greatest. You can tell
resolution.
The resolution is kind of grainy, but I wanted to include them. Anyway. The next few slides, guys, are having to do with a South American Goodwill tour that Walt did. In 1940, a newly formed government post known as the Coordinator of Inter-American Affairs began asking prominent members of Hollywood to visit various countries in Latin America as part of a Good Neighbor program. The intent was, as Nazi influence began to creep its way into South America, to generate goodwill between the Americas. And most of the goodwill attempts had fallen flat. Some were, were kind of going poorly. And at this point, the United States, was beginning to understand that war was probably inevitable, and the World War, and that we were going to, we wanted, South America and the Latin American countries to throw in with the Allies. It was just a very critical time in our history. So the government then called on Walt Disney, and at first he he kind of, turned him down. He wasn't really for it. Said he just wasn't good at shaking hands. He wasn't necessarily, a people person. That wasn't really his thing.
Mm.
And so then, the government really wanted him to do this because they understood, even at this point, in the early 1940s, what an impact Walt Disney could have. He already had a great influence on people, and they felt like he would be good at this. And so they suggested that he focus on research and content for films. Well, now they're speaking his language, right?
Yeah.
So now it was really a difficult time for Walt. World War II all but cut off film for profits in the European market, and there was also an animator strike going on that was really hard on him. That was a really tough time for him. He, they by all accounts, he was hurt. He was really hurt by that. But the government promised to underwrite the trip, and so they said, "Hey, we'll pay for it." And so he signed a contract, and bottom, when it was all came out in the wash, there were 18 members who made up the Disney group, and there were 15 studio employees, 2 employees' wives. One of them was Lillian, of course, and then of course Walt himself. And the first landed, I think, in Rio. They went to Rio de Janeiro first. They landed August the 17th, 1941. And due to a mix-up, the group didn't travel all together, and due to a mix-up at the hotel, the Disney group had to split. And so this is how they got to be called El Grupo. There was at the Hotel Gloria, where the group came up with their nickname. When Walt's party would be kind of, they had an announcement or whatever, the bellhop would call out for Disney, El Grupo Disney. And so from then on, the Disney party would affectionately be known as El Grupo. And basically, guys, this was literally a Goodwill tour across Central and South America. And so it was, Walt, shook hands. He, talked with, with leaders, the country and influential people. And he was very, very well received by the people. And this group was just very well received. They were excited about, what he was doing. He was a very positive person. He was a very, they knew him. The people knew the name Disney already. He'd already made a name for himself in animation. And so he was liked even before he got started, which the government obviously knew, and I mean, that's a safe bet, right? That Walt Disney is going to be a hit.
Yeah.
So
welcome in Monarch Monuments, our partner channel.
Oh, hey, welcome.
Garrett,
So
Michelle,
these are
Gabe,
just
and Hannah,
a few pictures,
and also
from
Jeff
that
and
trip.
Angela too. Welcome in. Great to see y'all.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much for being here, guys. I appreciate it. But yeah, this trip, guys, if y'all want to check this out, let's see, there is on the Disney Channel, the South American Goodwill tour. It's called Walt and El Grupo. It's on Disney Plus, and it's very good. I highly recommend that you watch it. It gives a lot of gives all of the background, information, gives you a good idea what they did, what their itinerary was. This was just really interesting to me. And of course, Disney, Walt agreed to do it for the country. He knew it was, was a critical time in our country's history. And the films that resulted from the Goodwill tour, Saludos Amigos in 1942, and The Three Caballeros in 1944 were really well received by critics and audiences. Walt and El Grupo had done it. They had, it was a successful tour. And they once Walt and his group went through, most of those countries were no longer talking to any of the countries that were approaching them, who were to be our enemies in World War II. They just pretty much completely cut them off. So it was just really interesting, thing that happened, and Walt was interested in doing it. And there were other things that came out of it. I was particularly interested in the fact that Mary Blair, who's my favorite Disney animator, also went. This is some of her artwork. Mary Blair's artwork was forever changed. It was forever influenced by this trip. She was greatly, greatly influenced by this trip, guys. And her artwork reflected this from then on. This is a piece that she did. And she was not included, if I understood correctly, she was not included in the group originally. And she felt very strongly, that she wanted to go, that she really wanted to be included. And so she made an appeal to Walt Disney, and he included her. And she turned out to be, one of the most influential, members of the group. And It really did have an effect on her. The documentary, it's kind of a documentary on Disney Plus, kind of covers that. But yeah, pretty neat trip, and just watch that documentary. It's good. It's good. And the government actually, the trip was so, they were so well received, and the resulting animated features and what have you that they did from it. Walt Disney said later in an interview, it was one of those things that they thought Disney needed a subsidy, but fortunately that little thing went out and it did a heck of a business, and the United States government didn't have to put up one nickel. So anyway, that was just it's a really fascinating time. During World War II, Disney produced nearly 68 hours of training and documentary films for the U.S. Armed Forces. He and the studio went on to produce live action films, which also told classic American stories, such as Johnny Tremaine and Westward Ho the Wagons. On TV, he celebrated the American folk hero with stories of Davy Crockett and Daniel Boone. So, so he had just a lot of so much influence there. And this is a great picture of Walt and Mary Blair. Just talking about the Central American trip, South American trip, and I love these old pictures. Absolutely love these old pictures. Let's see.
I'm getting ahead. Sorry, I don't have the notes up. All I have is the slideshow up, so I can't.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
I can't tell where I'm at in your actual notes for the show because I've displayed my screen.
Oh, okay, gotcha. This one is, guys, of course, now we're going to kind of shift over to the parks. We talk about, the parks, and William, you alluded to that earlier. This, of course, is the Abraham Lincoln animatronic that was developed for the 1964 World's Fair, and now resides in Disneyland at the attraction on Main Street, USA, called Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. And this is now Monarch Moments. Garrett Michelle have this. Oh, pardon me, guys. We have been traveling a lot. Garrett Michelle have this full show on their channel of Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. And I can tell you guys, if you walk into this show and you don't come out, just excited and proud to be an American, there's a problem. This Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln is not to be missed if you go to Disneyland. Absolutely do not miss it. This animatronic, of course, was at the 1964 World's Fair. It was featured, and it is so lifelike that people at the World's Fair questioned whether or not it was an animatronic. They thought it was a real person. So, yeah, this. Are y'all cooking pork in the chat? Oh my goodness. Yeah, love Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. It's really quite amazing. William, I think, has gone to get something, guys. I think he has gone to fetch something. But so Disneyland. This is one of the first things that you see on Main Street USA in Disneyland is the theater where Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln takes place. And, so that's at the entrance. But then, backing up to, as you go into Disneyland, of course, is the train station. And, Walt, we all know Walt's love for trains. And so, the entrance there, and we'll see a picture of that in a little bit as you're walking in. And also in Disneyland, you have, and I just thought this would be a fun picture to share for New Orleans Square in Disney. New Orleans Square in Disneyland, guys, is my favorite area of Disneyland, hands down. And these, Jeff and I ate at Cafe Orleans in New Orleans Square. And these are the Mickey beignets that we had. We were absolutely stuffed. And I told Jeff, I said, we have to have, beignets and cafe au lait. I mean, we have to order it. And so there were like 3 in this stack, and these were huge, guys. I mean,
they look pretty massive.
This big. I mean, you can see Jeff's hands there. And these are to die for. These are the best beignets I have ever put in my mouth. You absolutely no, actually, Tina, it's not chocolate or Nutella. It's raspberry. It's a raspberry. Yeah, it's a raspberry topping that went with it. But yeah, those things. Oh my goodness, those are not to be missed. But yeah, those are at Port Orleans, of course, and beignets are a big thing at in New Orleans. And a paddle boat, the Mark Twain, guys, is in Disneyland. This is the Mark Twain, and Mark Twain, of course, an American writer, and obviously one of Walt Disney's favorites, because you've got the Mark Twain, you have Tom Sawyer Island, and this is the Mark Twain in Disneyland, and then of course you have the sister, the Liberty Bell in Walt Disney World. Let's see, we're hopping to Walt Disney World, and then in the next slide we're hopping over to Walt Disney World, and here's the train station. And again, more of Walt's love for Americana. He absolutely loved trains. And the Carrollwood Barn is there, in Anaheim still. And you can visit that. I believe Walt's Barn is open the 3rd Sunday of every month. Now, by all means, check the website to be sure. But you can tour that still. And I would love to do that. If I really tried the last time we were there, and we weren't there on the 3rd Sunday. And actually, I think we were, and it was closed. Now that I think about it, I'm trying to remember what the situation was. We're in Walt Disney World. You have New Orleans Square in Disneyland. Walt Disney World, you have Liberty Square, and here's the entrance to Liberty Square. I absolutely love Liberty Square in Walt Disney World. And then, of course, the next slide is the Hall of Presidents. There's so many things, guys, in Liberty Square that are just a salute to America, literally. You have great moments with Mr. Lincoln at Disneyland, and then the Hall of Presidents. Think about how unique the Hall of Presidents is. There are animatronics of every United States president in history.
Mm-hmm.
And they talk and they move, and it's just really, it's just really an amazing attraction. If you've not been into the Hall of Presidents lately, by all means, go in there and just kind of soak in our history. I think of people who are coming from overseas, and can go into the Hall of Presidents and see our democratically duly elected presidents all represented, all of the presidents in our history. It's quite unique. So,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a very neat experience. A really neat visual too, to see, animatronics for every single one of them. Very cool. Yeah, and they all move exactly, Tina. Yeah, I mean it's impressive. Welcome in, Jeanette. Thanks for being here.
Oh, hi, Jeanette. And of course, the Liberty Bell. The Liberty Bell. This is a replica, and supposedly this was cast from the actual Liberty Bell casting.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard them say about it. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
This is Kylie in front of it, and I think I have a closer shot of that. Of that plaque. I may have to look that up and see. I meant to include that, but so there's the Liberty Bell and Liberty Square, and then you just have pieces of Americana like Country Bear Jamboree. And my husband and I'm a hillbilly. I grew up in Tennessee, literally. On the
born on the mountaintops in Tennessee.
I was born on a mountaintop in Tennessee, guys. And so the Country Bear Jamboree. These bears are my people, y'all.
Yeah.
It's just so cool. And guys, I hope now they've taken the Country Bear Jamboree out of
Have
Disneyland.
a safe flight, Mark and Irene, y'all. Yeah, safe trip, safe travels.
Yeah. But I hope that they don't. Let's see, what are Mark and Irene up to?
They're flying out somewhere. I think they're
okay.
I'm not sure what airport they were at, but hopefully they.
Okay, guys, safe travels.
Yeah, I love the Country Bear Jamboree. It's just fun. It's lighthearted. You go in and have a good time, and you can hoot and holler, and yeah, you're in the right place for that. So, yeah, I love the Country Bear Jamboree.
Yeah, I do too. And especially like I said, those bears are my people, y'all.
Uh-huh.
This is a picture that this is taken from the Liberty Bell, and it's the loading dock for Tom Sawyer Island. And this is one of the rafts that goes back and forth across to Tom Sawyer Island. And if you've never been out there, I think a lot of I did not, Stacy, but I probably could have killed a bear when I was only 3. I'm telling you, my daddy could have. But yeah, so just more, great. That whole area is just Americana. I mean, it's just, it is absolutely, just wonderful Americana. A lot of people, how many people in the chat have never been across to Tom Sawyer Island? I'm kind of surprised at how many people who have been to Disney numerous times have never been to Tom Sawyer Island.
It's been a little, it's been a few trips since I've been over there.
Oh, well, Mark, I didn't realize y'all were in Orlando. How cool. I knew you had a trip planned. I should have realized you were there. But yeah. Let us know. Let us know when you get there safely. um, excuse me. And this, of course, is the Liberty Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Paddle boat. This picture, I actually took this picture in 2008. And so yeah, so we had the picture of the Mark Twain in Disneyland, and this is the Liberty Bell, our sister boat. And Sebastian the Crab says, we used to go to Tom Sawyer Island when the kids were little. Haven't been recently. Yeah, you should go over there. It's Jeanette. It's a good way, especially on days when the park's fairly crowded. A lot of times, Tom Sawyer Island is not.
Mm-hmm.
So it. Oh, my backyard science. Welcome in. Thanks
Welcome
so much
in.
for being here. Appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. But the whole gist of this, guys, is Walt Disney, and this quote says it all. The most important thing is family.
Yeah.
And everything that he built, this is a picture of our family in front of Cinderella Castle in 2007. And, this is why he built everything that he built, especially the parks, because he wanted a place for families to be able to go and feel safe and, enjoy themselves and spend time together. He wanted a place that he could go and spend time with his daughters and his family. And so, thank God Roy was there to help him and all the wonderful early Imagineers, who contributed, so much to making all that a reality. But this is it, guys. This picture is, to me, means so much to me. And how many families have had their pictures taken, in front of that castle, friends and family.
People will recreate those pictures years down the road,
Absolutely.
People taking pictures, for the 50th anniversary and stuff, and side by sides of, them now versus them however many years ago. And yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Garrett said, let's see here. Garrett says he lives at Tom Sawyer Island during the summer. You all are welcome to stay with me.
Well, hey,
it's kind of funny. I remember reading the book Love Does. I think is it Bob Goff? Maybe Bob Goff. But the book,
that's right, actually.
The book Love Does, and he had, one of the parts of that book, he talks about how his office is on Tom Sawyer Island, and he, as far as he's concerned, he owns Tom Sawyer Island, but anyway, it talks about imagination and stuff like that, and everything. But it's a little sidebar there. Yeah. But yeah, I agree 100%. It's I mean, that was his aim, with the parks, and there's, it's just just does your heart good to see people out together. I mean, you still see people with the cell phones, and part of that's Disney's doing,
that's true.
So much of the park experience these days is tied to the phone. But it's really, really nice to see people out together, just enjoying each other's company, having a good time, making memories together, and this world that, this vision that Walt had, and all these people work towards making a reality. And, it's wonderful.
Yeah. And then a final quote there on the next slide that I thought was just kind of a good, just a good closeout for what we're talking about tonight. Tomorrow will be better as long as America keeps alive the ideals of freedom and a better life. Walt Disney. And that is true. And, we as Americans, guys, we need to try to do that. We need to We need to, remember what we have here, and understand what we have here, and that the things that we enjoy did not, freedom is not free. And
No, it's
it
not.
didn't just happen. A lot of blood has been shed for our freedoms and liberties in this country. And we're about to celebrate our Independence Day this coming Monday. And it's a very special day for all of us. And, take a closer look at your country and, realize, if you've never been outside the United States, then, you don't know what's out there. And as great as some of the other countries are, and as much as I love travel, there's nowhere I'd rather be than right here.
Agreed.
In the United States. So
Absolutely.
we appreciate Walt Disney and, Imagineers who carry on his legacy today. We appreciate, the great men, who did so much in the early days. Tom Nabby is still with us. Bob Gurr. Who else is still with us? The Haunted Mansion.
Rolly Crump.
Yes, Rolly Crump is still with us. So we thank you, gentlemen, very much. We think about it, guys, as we celebrate America, we celebrate our liberties, we celebrate our history, and all of that, all of those things are reflected in the parks. There's no denying it. It's there. And Walt intended for it to be there front and center. That's intentional. So we appreciate it. Is there anything else that you wanted to say there? We go into Hitchhiker Highlight?
I think you covered it really well.
Okay. Anybody in the chat, guys, if y'all could think of something, obviously Epcot comes to mind, and the American Adventure, it's something that we are really proud of. So, Hitchhiker Highlight tonight, guys. We had a trailer for Hocus Pocus 2 dropped.
Uh-huh.
And, I'm looking forward to that. And I thought for Hitchhiker Highlight, for those of you, and I know some of you have never seen the first one, you've never seen Hocus Pocus. That's Hitchhiker Highlight tonight. This is your homework. It came out in 1993. Go watch it. It was rated PG. It was an hour and 36 minutes. It is on. Oh my goodness! I'm sorry, guys. I've been staying up late with the granddaughters. It is on Disney Plus. Disney Plus, directed by Kenny Ortega, and of course starring Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy as Winifred, Sarah, and Mary Sanderson, the Sanderson sisters. Max was played by Omri Katz. Danny was played by Thora Birch, and Allison was played by Vanessa Shaw. And there were actually cameos by Penny Marshall and Gary Marshall, of all things. And those were uncredited, really golly, talented folks there. And the music was by John Debney. It's just a bunch of Hocus Pocus. What a fun, this is a must do. And sometimes I watch this when it's not even Halloween, because it's just such a fun movie. Is it a perfect movie? No. Is it just flat out fun? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Endlessly entertaining. Bette Midler is brilliant. It's and they're working on Hocus Pocus 2.
September 30th is the release date for that.
Yeah, so we're excited to see what they do with that. I hope they they give us a good show on that one.
Yeah.
But Hocus Pocus, the background for Hocus Pocus, 300 years have passed, or the storyline. 300 years have passed since the Sanderson sisters were executed for practicing dark witchcraft, returning to life thanks to a combination of a spell spoken before their demise and the accidental actions of Max, the new kid in town. The sisters have but one night to secure their continuing existence. So it's just a fun movie, guys. It's just nothing but fun. So after you watch Hocus Pocus, please watch our review on it. We did a review in 2020 for Movie Marathon Week. And Jeff of Our Dream was our guest for that live stream. And it was tons of fun. So you could go check that out. The link is in the description of this video if you'd like to watch our review on Hocus Pocus. I thought I'd put a little plug in for that. And again, moving on into Disney news. William, you want to cover Disney news?
Yeah, so that trailer dropped today, September 30th, I believe, is the release date. Let's see here. Stacey Rogers says, fun fact, there's a new Hocus Pocus Funko Pop coming out this year. It is a Spirit Halloween exclusive. Stacey, is that the one where the three of them are singing into the microphones? They sing the song.
Oh, cool.
Put a spell on you. Trying to see that one that I was thinking of.
Neat.
Let's see. Due to a possible glitch, annual passes were available on the Disney website for a little while today. Some folks jumped on those and snagged so this is Disneyland, snagged the Sorcerer and Pirate passes, which have not been available since November 2021.
No, this is Disney World. That's Disney World. Those are Disney World. The Incredipass, which is the one that we would need because we live outside of Florida, was not available. But according to Tina,
oh yeah, that's right. They do the keys. That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I'm on the same page now. For some reason, I was thinking that was Disneyland.
Yeah. So for some reason, they were available. And Tina, did you tell me that one of your friends actually snagged a pirate pass or one of a sorcerer pass or something? But so it had to have been some kind of a glitch, but there were people who actually bought those.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let's see. Dates and prices were also now available for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Very Merry Christmas Party. It will return to Magic Kingdom this holiday season. Various dates through November and December. Ticket prices will range from $149 to $199 per person. Woo! Weekdays are usually cheaper than weekends, and prices will go up closer to we get to Christmas. So, there's probably a good chance November 8th will probably be closer. Well, I wouldn't say November 8th. November 8th will probably be $199 if I'm spitballing just because it's the first night.
Right.
But I'd imagine the other dates, that are midweek throughout November and maybe even December are probably the $149 range. And the closer you get to Christmas, like December 22nd, it's probably going to be $199 as well.
Let's see. Per person.
Yeah.
I'll just have to tell you, in 2019, I went to my first Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. You know how much I paid for that?
How much?
I remember how much I paid $85 for that. So yeah.
Ooh, have mercy.
$150 guys to $100. Now I wouldn't pay $199.
Yeah.
And I'd have a hard time paying $150. I'll just tell you, this is, family of four. Oh my gracious.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's pretty rough.
That's a whooping. So yeah, we did the after hours Christmas party, last year with me and Wyatt and Jillian, and had a good time with that. But let's see here. New Main Street Electrical Parade Judy Burke collection is now available at Disneyland Resort.
It's really pretty too. The pattern on that Dooney is really pretty.
Brightline confirms that there will be a new station near, but not at Walt Disney World after the Disney Springs station cancellation. After yesterday's announcement that the Disney Springs Brightline station would not be moving forward, the transport company has confirmed that they will be building a station nearby Walt Disney World, according to the Orlando Business Journal.
Oh, happily ever, Yachty. Welcome
Hey,
in.
welcome in, Yachty.
Nice to see
Let's see here.
Oh,
A
thanks so much.
new
Yachty.
Haunted Mansion Spirit jersey has been spotted at the Contemporary Resort gift shop. Let me get that pulled up real
Guys,
quick.
listen. Okay, so Mike, if you're watching in ghost mode, man, yeah, golly, Mikey sent me a. He actually called me to apologize for for letting me know about this because he knows all it does. I'm like Stacy, my wallet just starts to scream and run out the door. But this, oh my gosh, guys, I have to have this. This is such a great new Haunted Mansion. Now I have the other Haunted Mansion that's purple and has the wallpaper, the Haunted Mansion wallpaper on it, and of course it has the Haunted Mansion on the back and that great Haunted Mansion font, and it glows in the dark. This one does also. This glows in the dark as well. I think William's trying to bring it up there so we can take a look at it. Okay, so the Oogie Boogie. Okay, so Garrett says they just bought for the Oogie Boogie Bash, and the cheapest is $129, the most expensive are $179. So, yeah. So the Christmas party is eclipsing that. But yeah, look at this, guys. It's like a tie dye, and it has Madame Leota there at the bottom. This is the back, and it has Madame Leota there at the bottom, and then the Haunted Mansion. In the Haunted Mansion font there at the top, and it's that puff lettering, and it glows in the dark. So these are $74.99, I believe. How much was the first Spirit jersey? That I'm thinking it was 50 something. So they've gone up, and it's got the Haunted Mansion font there.
Yeah, so they're on the front. Welcome in to Juba Brown. Thanks for being here.
Oh, hey, Mr. Juba.
So on the front left chest, it says it's got H&M, and then the little bat above the M with haunted, and then mansion. Haunted on the top, and then mansion at the bottom.
Yeah, this is kind of a different logo.
Yeah,
for a little different, and it's kind of hard to tell. You guys were on. I think you're on www.nt.com there, William. Go check that out. The colors in this are just really pretty. It's not really coming through real well on just looking at my computer screen.
Yeah,
it may be better on yours, but. Yeah, thanks so much for being here, Mr. Juma.
That's a good point, Yachty. Yachty says, I thank God it's too hot for Spirit jerseys in South Florida.
Yeah, well, and I
it really hasn't slowed Mom down that much. I must say that.
Yeah,
Texas gets pretty toasty as well.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of had had some mild weather last year, but yeah, and I've worn my Spirit jerseys when I was there, for my birthday in November. I've worn my Spirit jerseys before.
Let's see. Also, another news: the new cruise ship, the Disney Wish, will be christened tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. That'd be 10 o'clock our time, Central. Yeah. You can tune in and watch the festivities. Let's see. I think there's various places you can watch the festivities, but yeah, we'll go look at Disney on social media. So yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, just do a search for it, guys.
Looks
and
amazing.
if you will give me a full screen.
Oh yeah, sorry.
This is we are D23 members, guys, and this is the quarterly magazine, and of course the Disney Wish is featured. These magazines are just beautiful, just front and center. It's called 23, obviously. And then isn't that beautiful? So cute. Minnie.
Yeah, it's really neat.
And her sailor's
Captain
outfit. And, yeah. And then that's the cover. And just really some a beautiful article on the launch of the Disney Wish. I read that they canceled some test sailings. They're probably knocking out some bugs still, but yeah, that's excited about the Disney Wish. We love to cruise. I have taken several cruises, guys. I have never taken a Disney cruise. Excuse me. You have?
Relevant upcoming news, just around the corner here next month. The 4th of July fireworks will return this year on the 3rd and the 4th, called Celebrate America. Mom's got in the notes here, 9:20 p.m. That'd be Eastern. So
that's gonna.
So yeah, I tell you what, man, they put on a good show. So,
they do.
I'm assuming RTV1's probably going to be doing it like they usually do. If I had to guess, and I have to go check it out. So. But
always fantastic.
I'll be tuning in for that, assuming they are. And if for whatever reason they're not, I'll be looking for a live stream of that show because it's impressive.
Great.
Yeah,
it's always great. So yeah, it's just fantastic show that they do. That'll be the 3rd and the 4th. So, go ahead, William.
Let's see here again. Not So Scary starts in August and runs through October.
Yeah, I remember that.
Check that out if you haven't already. Yeah. Food and Wine kicks off July 14th. Thor: Love and Thunder comes out next Friday, July 8th. Let's see here. Other dates. So Mom was in Galveston. Mom and Dad were in Galveston this past week, and she did a stream of a relaxing stroll on the beach. So check that out if you haven't already. Yeah, Garrett says, more important, will Disneyland have a special show? I do not know the answer to that, Garrett. I would hope so, but I cannot verify whether or not they are.
Yeah, I think we've talked about that before, Garrett. Whether Disneyland has one.
Also, a vlog is coming on La King's Confectionery on the Strand in downtown Galveston. They were making taffy, and there was a surprise that Mom will include in the video. So watch out for that. Keep an eye out for that. Yeah. We've been doing live stream reviews of each episode of the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Our show is called Kenobi Craze. We'll be doing reviews 2 times this week. We got 2 streams coming up later in the week, Thursday and Friday. That's 12 o'clock p.m. Central, 1 o'clock Eastern. We're going to be talking about Part 5 on this Thursday, July 30th. And then the following day, which is Friday of this week, we'll be discussing Part 6, the season finale of Kenobi, the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, which was they crushed the season finale.
I think so too.
Very, very, very pleased with how that show ended. Lots of people clamoring for a season 2, and I've seen jokes on the internet about I've got an idea for season 2. What if there's this droid that gets bought by Luke Skywalker and Owen Lars, and people basically went into the plot of A New Hope. And so people have joked that that's season 2 of Kenobi. But I in all seriousness, I would love to see a season 2 for the Kenobi show. And there's more stuff.
I would too.
There's more stuff Obi-Wan can do. In between.
Definitely.
And which this, it's something Ewan McGregor himself has said. He's said that I think I've got more stories to tell as my Obi-Wan grows up into Sir Alec Guinness's Obi-Wan. So
Oh, and guys, join us for these. We have such fun with these, and we loved the finale, of course, and have tons of questions. So I'm thinking, I think they'll give us a season 2. Don't you? I think they'll give us a season 2. I really do.
Garrett says he's unsubbing because of my lack of Disneyland knowledge. My lack of Disneyland knowledge disturbs Garrett.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jillian's going to be going live on July 16th. So that's a Saturday at 8:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 Eastern. She recently became a travel agent with Mickey Travels, so she's going to be discussing the advantages of using a travel agent for your Disney vacation planning. So again, if you have need any assistance with planning a Disney vacation,
trips coming
feel free
out,
to reach out to us, and we'll point you to Jillian. Let's see. Mom was a guest on Keith's channel, BDF, this past Sunday for his Walt Disney World trip recap for his 60th birthday. Mom was honored to join Keith, and she appreciates him having her on the show.
It was fun.
But let's see here. Anything else? Anything else you want to mention before we go into our regular end of stream announcements?
I can't think of anything. I think we're in good shape, guys. If there's anything, that you guys in the chat could think of that we didn't cover, I'm sure there was, but we tried to give you kind of these were the things that kind of stuck out to me. Yeah. There are always things that you want to include, but these were kind of some of the things that I really enjoyed putting this together. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah,
great job, Mom. Great notes, great pictures. So it's a lot of fun to talk about. Garrett, I hope at some point I do have the opportunity to get you a churro. Hopefully someday we'll be able to meet up at Disneyland or Disney California Adventure. And speaking of Garrett, check out our partner channel, Mark Moments. They go live Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. They have Fun Food Friday live streams, which are always a good time. Just a lot of fun. Lots of joy there on the Monarchs channel with Michelle and Hannah and Gabe and Garrett. Let's see here. They live streamed the Return of Fantasmic a few weeks back, so go check that out if you haven't already. Thanks to Dean at the liveplace.com. LivePlace is basically a TV guide listing for family-friendly live streams and content. Check out Dean's YouTube channel, Dreamers Empire, and the Live Place on YouTube. Let's see. Appreciate everybody for being in the chat. Those that are watching in ghost mode, maybe busy, had us on in the background. We appreciate you too. Thanks to those on Team Replay. Shout out to the captains of our Team Replay. It's Joey's World, Lisa, Keith, and Joey. Love and appreciate them. Check their channel out as well. Lots of great channels represented in our chat as well. So check out each other's channels if you haven't already. Shout out to Aunt Susan and Aunt Joy, Jillian, Kylie, and other family members, Mandy Adams, BDF, Tina DCS, Dean the Turkey Legster, Kevin Theme Park Adventure, Movie Mania Nick, Dad Builds, Brian's West Coast Disney Adventure, Michelle the Quilter, Adventures by D, Rachel Castro, a newer name to our chat. Appreciate you being here, Rachel. Hope you come back. Hopefully see you real soon there, Rachel. Downscale, Jonathan Chong, J&N Travels, AJC Magic TV, Stacy Rogers, Wonderful World of Walter, Monarch Moments, Tis Our Dream, Sebastian the Crab, My Backyard Science, Happily Ever Yachty, and Najuma Brown. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I do a real good. I try really hard to keep an eye on the chat and write down names of people join and comment and everything. So I appreciate everybody for being here. If I missed you, I apologize. Let me know so I can thank you properly for being here, because you got a lot of ways you get to spend your time. We're very fortunate and blessed that you choose to spend it with us talking about Disney stuff. So
we enjoy it.
Also, on another note, check out TubeBuddy. If you're a YouTube creator looking to grow your channel, check out TubeBuddy. It's a great tool. Helps you track viewing trends, suggestion keywords for titles and tags, and track some channel data that helps you grow your channel. We have an affiliate link in the description below. Check it out. We both get a free month if you decide to go ahead and get TubeBuddy. Also, check out Stickermule. If you're looking for low-cost promotional items that are really high quality, we've got buttons, we got pins, we got magnets, we got stickers. Use our Stickermule link below. We both got a $10 credit for a future order. It's a win-win. So Make sure and ring the bell so you know when we go live or drop videos. Again, be on the lookout for Mom's La King's Confectionery vlog that she'll be looking to put up maybe later this week. And also join us on Thursday and Friday for Will, when you hit 100K, will you still write down all the names? Man, if we hit 100K, I'm going to have to... I don't know. I have to come up with some sort of application to grab those names. I don't know if I'll be able to cover everybody, but if that ever happens, you could say, "Hey, I was here back in the days when Will still thanked everybody personally."
Right, exactly. That's right. That is a high class problem.
Yeah, I'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Garrett says, you talking about the final episode of Obi-Wan this Thursday. So Friday is actually when we'll be discussing the final episode. Thursday, we'll be talking about part 5. And then Friday, we'll be talking about part 6, the season finale there, Garrett. So, yeah, make sure to join us. 12 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah. Grab some lunch, guys, and join us. We love it. We have a good time. So, that's some good information to pass on.
Check us out. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you want to reach out to us, send us a direct message on Instagram or email us at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com. We go live every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock p.m. Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Be sure to join us live or watch on the replay. And if you're on the replay, make sure to drop us a comment. Let us know that you're here. We really appreciate your support. Anything else you wanted to mention, Mom?
I can't think of a thing. I hope that everybody has a safe and healthy, happy 4th of July. We, wish all of you a wonderful day and enjoy your hot dogs and hamburgers and brisket and whatever else you're throwing on the grill.
Yeah.
And let's all celebrate America.
Yeah. Another thing that I wanted to mention was one of my favorite movies to watch on July 4th is Miracle. Kenneth. Yeah, let me write you down there, Kenneth. Thanks for being here.
As always, Kenneth.
You're always a great supporter of our channel. I appreciate you being here, Kenneth.
AKA Kenneth Oaks.
But I enjoy watching Miracle on July the 4th just because it's very patriotic. There's a really moving scene part, that really galvanizes the team. And it's a great hockey movie. And a great movie about that 1980 gold medal USA Olympic hockey team.
Right. Well, and that is a great movie to watch on the 4th of July. So go watch Walt and El Grupo on Disney Plus. Watch Hocus Pocus if you haven't already, and Miracle is another really good one, and that's the one with no, it's not Miracle on Ice now, it's Miracle.
Yeah.
Yes, the U.S. hockey team, exactly. It's Miracle, and with
Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell is featured as the coach Herb Brooks. Herb Brooks's name was coming to my head, but I couldn't remember. Exactly. I couldn't remember Kurt Russell.
Yeah, so but that's a great one to watch.
That's one I really enjoy.
It is very good. Yeah. I saw. I think I saw it live too, Tina. I think I saw that one live too. It was great. Anyway, guys, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it. Join us Thursday. Grab some lunch and join us Thursday. We're wrapping up Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it was fantastic. So we look forward to covering it for you.
All right. Anything else you want to mention, Mom, before we hop off?
Nope, that's it.
All righty. Let's see here. Oh no, what happened? Where'd Mom go? Did I pull Mom out of the? Oh no, Mom dropped. Well, I don't know whether I should wait for her or what. Man, she must have been in a hurry to get off the stream. I'm still live, right? Can everybody see me? Let's see. Oh, there she is. Let's bring Mom back
guys. Our internet has been so flaky. I
Oh
apologize.
my
I thought
goodness.
I might be able to make it, and I
Oh,
didn't.
that's so
Sorry.
funny. Oh, goodness gracious. So, yes, man, that's really funny. Um, thanks, Mom, for joining back in. I wasn't sure if I was going to have
Sign off.
to sign off without you or not. But all of a sudden, the screen was. I looked down and I was like, "Man, did I just kick Mom out of the stream?" Because I've got the picture cam on my laptop over here,
Right.
and in the comments and everything, and it struck me as really funny because I was like, did I just kick Mom out of the stream on accident? But no, I guess not.
It just yeah. Yeah. It's first world problems, guys.
Oh, it's so funny.
So,
all right, everyone. Again, have a great Independence Day, 4th of July. Hopefully you're able to spend time with friends or family, and just celebrate the blessings and freedoms that we have as citizens of the United States. So, anything else, real quick, Mom, before you want to mention?
Can't think of a thing.
All right.
God bless America. God bless the USA.
Absolutely, amen. Remember, at the Hitchhiking Bones YouTube channel, there is always room for one more. So please hurry back. Bye, everybody.
Thanks so much, guys. Happy
Great
4th.
week.